I decided to make another Witcher video today, as I've had this question for a little while now, and I thought about who could play Geralt in, the new Witcher TV series, and I thought make a video on that. Who could play Yennefer? But there's another character, which is a fairly big character in the books, and the games, I suppose, and that character is Dandelion. And I would like to go over Ciri, but the fact is in the book she's going to be quite young, and I really can't think of many young actresses that could play her. So I decided to do Dandelion today. So I wanted to go through this in no particular order, except the last actor on this list is my favourite choice for Dandelion. And I'd like to hear what you guys think about who you think could play Dandelion well, or if you agree with me, or if you think that some of these people should be, the best choice for this. So, the first actor I want to say is Paul Bettany. And a lot of you will probably know him as he plays Vision in, the Marvel films. He's also been in a lot of other films, like, I'm pretty sure he was in Inkheart. He voiced Jarvis, obviously, because, he comes back as Vision. And he is a pretty good actor. I reckon he could play Dandelion pretty well. If you see him in Inkheart, he shows that he can be different than like the lifeless Vision character. I could probably see him as being kind of like Dandelion, because as we know, Dandelion is, I wouldn't say camp, but I'd say he's, he's more sensitive than Geralt, and he's a bit more sort of, let's just say chivalrous. But chivalrous in the sort of poetic sense, not in the actual acts. So, the next actor suggestion I had was Nicholas Hoult. And I'm not sure if that's how you say his second name, but I'm pretty sure it is. And, well, Hoult. And, you probably know him from Mad Max, X-Men. He played the, I can't remember the character's name in Mad Max, but he played the Beast in X-Men, well, the later ones. Now I know a lot of you are going to be like, well, he's a little bit too young for Dandelion, but I think that as an actor, this guy just has the ability to be able to play someone a little bit older than him. And even if not, if he's a bit younger, I reckon he could still make a pretty good Dandelion. I feel like a good thing is that you don't see him and think of certain films because he's never really played a massively central character. Like, you could argue in the X-Men and Mad Max he was a big character, but he was basically a sort of slightly more glorified side character. He never had that much of an impact in each thing. So I'd say he would make a really good Dandelion, as, you're not gonna be thinking about other characters, and I think he would be, pretty good. Now, this next actor was almost my top choice, but I decided ultimately I wanted a different actor for my top choice. And this actor is Ewan Mcgregor. I mean, he has been in an almost unbelievable amount of films, but he is a very, very good actor. He played Obi-Wan Kenobi in Star Wars, after Alec Guinness. He played him in the prequels, and he was one of the best parts of those films. I mean, I don't need to go over all the films he's been in, but I can't remember the name of this one film, but he played a character and it was really similar to Dandelion, like a little bit camp, a little bit poetic, and I realised the other day, I thought, if I could have someone play Dandelion, I think Ewan McGregor would be a pretty good choice. So yeah, that's why I think Ewan McGregor would be a good choice. Now, I know a lot of you are going to probably saying, before I said this last actor, I just thought I'd get onto this, is that, well, in the books, Dandelion actually has blonde hair, and in the games, they changed it to brown hair, so when they adapt the books to film, well, to the TV series, they're going to surely give him blonde hair. And to that, I say that the developers of the film or whatever, for the TV show, could easily make his hair brown. I mean, it would make probably a lot of us quite comfortable, but it would equally be comfortable if he had blonde hair, because that's what he was meant to have. But regardless, all these actors could dye their hair for the role, they could wear some sort of wig. Hair colour is not really an issue in this thing, you can really just change that, and I think all these actors, I know they all have like sort of brown hair, apart from I think Paul Bettany has blonde hair, but I haven't picked them based on hair colour, it's just, it's just by chance a lot of them happen to have brown hair, so yeah. And this last actor, who is my favourite choice for the role, is, I'd put a drum roll in, but I can't bother, David Tennant. Now, most of you will probably know David Tennant for his role in Doctor Who. You might have seen Broadchurch, you might have seen Jessica Jones, you might have seen Casanova. I mean, he has been in a lot of stuff, and he is a very, very good actor. Like he is probably one of, well, I'm not going to say one of the best actors in the world, but he's a very good actor. I would play a clip, but I don't want to get copyright strikes. So, if you all want to, I might put a link in this clip in the description, but there's an episode of Doctor Who where this sort of creature goes inside of him and he acts like really camp. And it is a little bit more camp than Dandelion is, but I think it gives you an idea of his sort of acting range, and that he could sort of go to that sort of kind of quite flowery, poetic sort of speech. Now, I know a lot of you are going to be like, well, Dandelion isn't camp, but it's just an easier way to describe him than say chivalrous every time. So yeah, if you think David Tennant as well, please tell me if you think a different actor than the ones I've said, or you think one of these other actors I've suggested is a better choice than David Tennant. I'd be interested to hear what you guys have to say. But honestly, I don't think you're going to be able to change my mind with David Tennant. Even though he's a little bit possibly older than Dandelion, I think that might play in well with, you know, the whole Geralt thing if they pick an older actor for Geralt, or even a younger actor. I mean, David Tennant is just such a great actor, it's great to see him in anything. And I feel like he could be a very, very good sort of integral part of the cast and really hook people into the show more. So yeah, tell me what you guys think. Be sure to subscribe if you're new, and like the video if you enjoyed it, as it's always cool to know if you guys like this sort of thing. And by clicking the like button, that's the best way to know. And I will see you all later. Have an awesome week, guys, because this will probably be coming out on Sunday.